it's Hannah and Macintosh, and we have finally done it. We are a part of the YouTube family now. And what better time to make our very first video than during National Assistance Dog Week? We are collabing with two other channels, Alicia and Hazel and Vivian and Zeus. We are doing the Assistance Dog Tag. We're each going to answer 10 questions so that you guys can get to know us a little better and maybe even learn something new about service dogs. So let's get started. Question number 1. What type of service dog is Macintosh? Macintosh is a cardiac alert service dog. I have a cardiac condition which causes me to pass out anywhere from 4 to 8 times a day. So his job is to alert me by smelling hormonal changes in my breath so that I don't pass out. Number 2. What is the most rewarding thing about being a service dog handler? By far, the most rewarding thing about being a service dog handler is getting the opportunity to educate about service dogs. Each day, me and Mac come in contact with hundreds of people, and we get the opportunity to share our story and how Macintosh saves my life every single day, and to me, that's the most rewarding thing ever. Number 3, what is your favorite thing about your service dog? My favorite thing about Macintosh is his goofiness. He is a giant goofball. You wouldn't see it now, but normally he is all goofiness. He is a giant clown, and he makes me laugh and smile so much, and he's always up for anything that I throw at him. He's amazing, and I love him. What is the one thing that drives you nuts about your service dog or service dog in training? One thing that drives me nuts about Macintosh is how he constantly brings me random stuff throughout the day. So he'll bring me like a candle or sunglasses or toilet paper, or one time he brought me lemon spice. I still don't know how he brought me lemon spice and how he got that out of the cabinet, but he did. He'll bring random stuff to my family members, and he's really, really good at retrieving, let's just say that, and he takes it to a whole new level. Okay, number 5. What is the most challenging thing about being a service dog handler? The most challenging thing about being a service dog handler is probably having to constantly worry about accommodation. And what I mean by that is 95 of the places that we go aren't pet friendly or aren't service dog they're not very good at accommodating service dogs. So like, he's a really, really big puppy, and so when we go to restaurants or when we go to stores, it's really hard to find space for him to either lay down or stay out of the way a lot of the time. So that's probably the most challenging thing, is just trying to figure out where he's going to be at certain places or during certain situations. Number 6, do you have any best friends in the service dog community? If so, who? Yes, my very best friend in the world is named Vivian Avery, and she lives about 25 to 30 minutes away from me. We actually met on Instagram, and we met up at Downtown Disney. Both the boys got the chance to meet, and we just completely hit it off, and the rest has been history since then. And yeah. Number 7, do you have any service dog teams that you look up to? If so, who? Yes, I have so many teams that I look up to, but the main one that I look up to the most is their username on Instagram is Camo the Service Dog. The account is run by Jaden's mom. Jaden is an 11-year-old who has autism as well as a mobility impairment in his hip. So Camo and him are just one of the most amazing teams that I've ever seen in my life. They are awesome. Seeing such a young team like that and seeing how well they hold up the name of the service dog community, it's so inspiring, and I love them. And Jaden's mom is absolutely amazing. She's one of my really good friends. I've never actually got to meet her yet, and I can't wait to meet her one day, and they're just a really awesome family. So I'll link their accounts below so you can go follow them on Instagram, because they'll really brighten up your day. Number 8, if you could change one thing about the service dog community, what would it be? If I could change one thing about the service dog community, it would definitely be the positivity level. A lot of the teams that I've met on Facebook are very, very negative and harsh to the public. A lot of them excuse their behavior to the public by blaming it on their illness or their disability, And it's just really disheartening to see how a lot of service dog teams treat the public. People will constantly post stories about how they were sarcastic to someone that asked them a question about their service dog, or how they cussed out someone that pet their service dog. And it's just really, really sad, because I know for me personally, every single time that I go out in public with Macintosh and he's vested in a uniform, I am representing the entire service dog community. Whether I like it or not, I am. And I want to make sure that I never leave a bad taste in someone else's mouth for the whole entire service dog community. Because you never know, like, people might have never seen a service dog team before, and if they only see one team, you are going to be that impression that you leave on them. And so I take that very seriously. So that would be the one thing I would change about the community. Number 9. Do you and your service dog have a hobby you enjoy doing together? If so, what? Yes, me and Macintosh both love to swim. We also love to go to the gym. And I just recently started rock climbing, and he really enjoys watching me rock climb. It's really funny to watch. And number 10, what advice would you give someone who is disabled and interested in entering into the service dog world? The advice that I would give them would be to definitely do your research. It is not an easy task being a service dog handler, and so I would really, really, really stress to you to maybe get in contact with the service dog handler, ask them as many questions as you can, get really educated before you make any decisions, because especially if you're owner training isn't easy. Even me, as a 17-year-old who's on her second service dog and has really knowledgeable dog parents, I'm still getting professional help, and it's really, really hard, and it's not easy, but it's definitely rewarding in the end. So my advice would be to talk to someone who is knowledgeable and who has service dog handling experience. And if it seems like something that is going to greatly benefit you, then go for it. But I would also recommend working with a professional, especially if it's your first time having a service dog. So that is all the questions. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you learned something or got something out of this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below of what videos you want to see from us. We are going to try to vlog weekly, training updates, training videos, training tutorials. I might even put some health updates about me on here, and we're really looking forward to it. So, bye.